What's up everybody, this is Colin Dijs with Dijs University, and in this video we're going to answer another student question, and this time it is Hamza from the Facebook group, and Hamza actually has 4 questions.
This video is brought to you by Landerize.com. Create highly optimized landing pages in minutes. Get your 14-day free trial in the description below this video.
So we're going to take a look, answer them step by step, and get to work. So let's go. So basically, the first question is, could you explain to us net 30, 15, 7, basically in short, what it means, right? So we're gonna get to that. In short, how to optimize low CTR landing pages. Question number 3, which is the best Amazon S3 or Bluehost? And number 4, how much money and time could it take to find a winning campaign? Thanks, you're the best. Thank you, Hamza, I appreciate it. Let's go. So basically, net payments, how it works is, let's say they pay monthly net 7, right? You work 1st of June to the 30th of June, and then in July on the 7th day you get paid. Usually what happens, it's monthly net 15 or monthly net 30. So basically you work for a month, then they take that amount, 30 days later you get paid this amount. The amount you made during the waiting period of the net 30 transfers to the next net 30. So basically every time you have to wait 2 months on the first day's money. Let's make it easier. Let's look at weekly net 7. You work Monday to Friday, and then the next Monday you get paid of the previous week. So every week it laps 7 days. Weekly net 1 means I work Monday to Sunday. So I said Monday to Friday before, but I meant Monday to Sunday. Weekly net 1, you work Monday to Sunday and you get paid the next day on Monday. Weekly net 1, right? The net is the amount of days you have to wait until you receive the money. And you have the version in monthly and weekly in affiliate marketing. So I hope this answers your question. Next. The question was, I forgot, how to optimize CTR landing pages. This is a quite difficult question because I don't know what you're talking about. Is it a quiz? Is it an advertorial? Is it an opt-in? Is it email marketing? Is it the blog? Is it a native ads, Facebook ads, push ads, whatever, right? The only thing I can tell you right now with not having information is changing variables. So what this means is if you have a landing page with images, change image. Usually it's not the image, it's the headline, it's the text, it's the copy, the layout. So you have to change certain variables one step at a time. Change one thing, test it again. Doesn't improve, test something else. If you change 5 variables at once, the performance might increase, but you don't know why, because it could be either of those 5 elements. So change one variable at a time and try to get that landing page CTR up. Obviously, there are certain rules. Video sales letter are on a simple click-through. Direct sales opt-ins are based on an advertorial using native. On Facebook, don't send them straight to a buy page, even if it's your own offer, because it needs a pre-sale page, right? A video or whatever, pushing them. So what will happen is, with an offer, let's say low CTR, right? So let's take a native advertorial. CTRs on advertorial 1 to max 7%, depending on the geo, right? US 1, Italy 7, depends on how your flow is. Okay, you have 1% CTR, you want to take it to 7, change the images first. Change the headline, that's the most important thing. Then change the format of the advertorial, change the home layout, increase landing page speed. Those are all variables that you need to look at to try to get that CTR up. Because if you take it from 1% to 2%, you double the amount of traffic you receive. Can you imagine if you optimized from 1 to 8%, you get 800% more traffic, which is obviously huge. Next question, best hosting, Amazon S3 or Bluehost? I've noticed a lot of people use Bluehost and it is very fast. But I use Amazon S3 because I run my speed tests every single month, and my Amazon S3 setup, I use CloudFront and Route 59, I think, together as a 3-way. And it's very, very quick. So doesn't matter whether it's Bluehost, DigitalOcean, Cloudflare, you need fast hosting. That's very important because let's imagine this, yeah? People click on your ad to your lander, right? Your lander loads in 0.6 seconds, my landers. 0.6 all across the world. Sometimes 0.3, sometimes 0.7, but average 0.6, right? And your lander has 1.2 seconds. which means people are going to hit that back button because it doesn't load fast enough. 1.2 is an average, so some people have 0.6, some people have 2 seconds, right? Which means that I have the potential to make 50% more ROI. And the difference is this, yeah? Let's take S3 HTML lenders against ClickFunnels, right? And that's why my software Landerize uses straight HTML to keep up the speed insanely fast, right? 0.6 seconds. Okay, so we have, well, let's do Landerize versus ClickFunnels, right? ClickFunnels 3.6 seconds. Their server is slow as fuck. And you have to rip the HTML, host it on your own thing. You cannot edit it easily. And with Landerize, which integrates with S3, right? So it's straight HTML from the tool. And then basically it's S3 who provides the fast hosting. 3.6 seconds, I can tell you I make 3 times the amount of money than people make in ClickFunnels solely on the loading speed. And it's super easy because S3 is actually so cheap, right? It's still a paid tool. I think 20,000 events. So if you send 15,000 clicks, you're already at the max. But it's quite cheap. Like our bill is never over $300 a month, right? What we pay for ClickFunnels basically. And it's a comparable price. Landerize is a little bit cheaper, but still it costs money, right? And straight HTML, fast hosting is the way to go. Then you said, how much money and time could it take to find the winning campaign? Another difficult question, yeah, and let me just be honest with you. That's a question I cannot answer. People ask me all the time, Colin, I run a campaign, even in my paid forum, people ask questions like that. Colin, I run a campaign, when can I expect it to make money? And the question is, I don't fucking know, right? It could be 1,000 days, or it could be 1 day. How much do I need to spend to get a profitable campaign? $100 million or $1, right? There are way too many variables involved. Let's say we have 10 variables placed on 5 different levels. That's 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 times 5, and then 10 times. Basically, you're gonna end up with 100,000, if not more, I think millions, of unique variations of things that could happen, right? If you have 3 outcomes times 2 outcomes, then it's only 6 variations. I could analyze it. It will take me some time, but I could analyze it. But in the broad sense, I don't know your traffic source. I don't know your lender. You don't know, have no data. I can never know. I can tell for me, obviously, because I have the past data, but it's very unlikely. I think only 1% of all the YouTube people watching this can do what I do because they're on my level, right? When I was at your level, just beginning, I'm assuming, it took me, I think, at that point, I already had 1.5 years of experience at that time using ads, right? Just not for affiliate products, but what happened at the end of the day was my first campaign was profitable, and then I hit a 10% profit on my campaigns. Like 1 in 10 was a winner. And as soon as you know that, you just push out campaigns. I did like 25, 30 campaigns every day because I knew there were like 3 winners, compensate the cost, let's go. So that's, unfortunately, Hamza, a question I cannot answer for you. However, if you sketch me the entire scenario in the comments below, I'm willing to have a look and try my hardest to give you an indication. I need the traffic source, the spend, historic data, your experience, vertical offer, all the variables that you can name. I need them to make a good, coherent conclusion for you. And it's still an assumption, right? So those are basically the answers to your questions. Now you know how the net payments work. Now you know how to optimize low CTR landing pages. You know what is better, Amazon S3 or Bluehost. Doesn't really matter. Loading speed matters. And you know that there's no answer to your 4th question. Hamza, thank you for your questions. I hope you all enjoyed this. If you did, give this video a like. If you have any questions, drop them down in the comments below and I'll be sure to have a look. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.